You don't need it. Leave me now, before it's too late. Gib mir mein Herz zurück, du packst meine Liebe nicht. Gib mir mein Herz zurück, bevor es auseinanderbricht. Je eher du gehst, umso leichter ist hier für mich. And I'll read the poem. It's called Silent Whisper. Can an opinion shout so loud to turn reckless noise into silence? To touch the bloody heart with hope? To reach through pain and heal all wounds? To scatter strength across broken lands? And while they sleep, we write in silence. And while they pray, we feel our comfort. And while she dreams behind silver bars of nightly sky and stars, our words we trace among the dead souls, and wait for a new day, when an opinion that shouts so loud does not stir hate or capture freedom, and we will listen. Thank you.
Margaret Perry in Glasgow, where are you, darling?
Here.
Break the camera.
Thank you, Bernie, for that lovely serenade. Actually, I too didn't realise tonight was about Syria. So I don't have an appropriate poem. So I asked Barney permission to read one of my regular poems. He said that's okay. But I actually thought I couldn't let the night pass without mentioning about freedom. So to me, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing but is free. Sheila from France, Sheila from Ireland, Christy, Tom, Bertha, Martine, Barney, Edward, Evelyn, Yasser, and I might get this name right now. Namyan, is it? Najwan, right. So freedom for me is devoid of anger, pain, rage, where I thought was love. Love in my own strength, but not of yours. Dominance, rage, succumb. I'll read a poem now. That's okay. So this poem is called Unmask. Not really sure where it comes from, but so I will speak to you I know, deemed to understand, immersed in a pill, attempting to steady you, no upwards or downwards, medium warm among weave. I'm attempting connection with placebo or drug to dig beneath your epidermis layer. Feel, touch its center core. Is it visible or masked? Dull, dazed and headache, eliciting 1 second, one moment in brief pose. Still life captured forever in all its splendor and glory. And I have another one called Snapshot. Yes, so it is you know my world, caught between margins, divide and subtract, real and realism in truth, undetected, skimmed through, to make sense, map out a path, uncharted on any course, my own space, time and motion, room for mistakes, misadventure, to skip through every light beam, touching gossamer before dew melted, to create a negative, reveal some picture, however blurry or red-eyed, for time and technology invented corrective methods. It's these black and white images I delight and love the most. No blemish or pimple in sight, a beautiful silhouette, where lovers posed, each individual a model in perfection, stage ablaze as beauty danced gracefully, past times, past lives in truth. Each person is real and innocent, and in camera shutter click to catch, requiring playground to escape, tap dance in pleasure, without any restraint or restriction. It's gone 7 years, but still missed. To have and to hold colourfully forever. Plentiful passions poured, caressing every crevice. Stroking unburst seams, lavishing laces lured. Rocked hushaby, warm harvest womb, towards heavenly tomb. Touch, taste to tarnish, real blush towards cheek. Azure blaze, azure blush ablaze. Voices calling, soothed by your spirit, started with kiss awake. Reality rushes in tear, salted droplets awaken, stillness lives on alone. Thank you.
This evening, and I'll hand you over to Marion or Codino. Just excellent. Come through the evening for me. Please, both of us, come on.
I'd just like to say thanks to everybody who supported tonight and supported the idea of an uprising. And the idea from Yasser, the Syrian side of this tonight, was that to use the 1916, and we're approaching that at the minute, so to use that as a symbol for what's happening in Syria today, and to marry that with what's happening here in Ireland. So this is your support of that tonight. Now, first and foremost, I'd like to say I really very much appreciate the people who are not normally here on Friday or Wednesday night to do their regular to perform here tonight. A lot of them have done so for the first night. So first and foremost, we started off with the English, and I think to myself, as Irish people, that somebody is here from England supporting the idea of freedom, it should not maybe go unnoticed. So Rob, wherever you are, thank you. And that was Rob. No, lads, don't. Come here, don't. You'd be clapping too much. You'd have sore hands. Stop it. So okay, and bloody disgrace, sonny. Not on. You and I will have words later. But I think this. So anyway, Rob, thanks. And I thought it was very appropriate, starting with a very traditional, well-known poem. Now we went to Korea, and so it's interesting that we go from one side of the world to the other to have a sense of freedom and what it means to us all. Then, of course, we didn't have to go far from home, really, for the French connection, did we? No. We really only went over the road. Only over the water, you know. Now, it sounds good over the water, but that means just across the road. And we had not just Martine from the French point of view, but Martine from the Cordal. So, I mean, I'd have to say, well done. Balinanti, I think, isn't it? Bear in mind, being a Tipperary woman, I hope I've done my geography right here. Then we had Bertha, of course, which is so much important. If we're here tonight and we have an Irish night, a support in Syria, that we have the Cúpla Focal, and even if it is Kerry, and we all know, I mean, you know in Kerry, like, but you know, we do it. All I could say is that we all have our crosses to carry. And I'm glad mine is in Kerry. So then we went on, and obviously then we went on and we had the influence from, and I think this is most appropriate, we had Marion O'Rourke here, local to Limerick. But Marion wasn't just doing Limerick accent and, you know, your how's it going, mate? Or, you know, have you seen me tackies? But we had the Arabic, and I thought that was a really lovely influence there. Now, I have to say, my Arabic wouldn't be up to it, as anybody, Nashua and Yasser would know. I have no, I really don't have anything more than Mehraba, but I thought, you know, it was a really lovely touch. And then I have to say, the Polish influence. And can I reintegrate, just for you that don't know, there was a demonstration recently in Dublin, and there was a problem here in the Republic. We had no Syrian flags. Now, the Syrian flag we have the red, the white and the black, but we needed the two green stars. There was no flags to be got in the Republic of Ireland, and really and truly I have to say a big thank you to Agata. For those of you who don't know Agata, a fantastic seamstress, really a fantastic seamstress, but she put her fingers to, and really she worked after her day's work was finished, and that should not really go unnoticed. So then anyway we went on to, I suppose, part of the home of the Arabic language. We had Najwan, and what a great introduction then that was to launch Yasser. So I mean, as I said, I don't know the language, but it's balancing the two countries. So Najwan, on behalf of, and I think this is so important as well, because we had a gender balance here. Remember, that's representing the feminine, and we had Yasser there. And Yasser, what can I say? You did a great job tonight. Can I also just say as a last point, you regular poultrygoers, you're people who are here, and you all know me from the other side of the counter, and I feel very uncomfortable here right now. But having said that, can I say one thing to you? You have done this idea really. You've just supported it in such a fantastic way. I really just want to say, I don't want to boo the boss or anything like that. I think you should give yourself a boo the boss. Now, just one more thing, and you'll be fed up of listening to me now. There's one person who never, in my opinion, gets a thank you, and that's Sean behind the camera. Do we all know that it's Sean is behind the camera?
Yeah, we do.
Well, if we don't, I hope you do now. And Barney, Mr. Sheehan, take it back. Will I say Ihiwa, or do you want to say Ihiwa? Ihiwa? I'm sorry.